despair holds me for ransom, I will feel no fear. I know that you are near.
Actually, I'll be a little bit panicked with that, but I'll do my best and then I'll follow the protocols and then I'll try to have a positive mindset. I'm planning to do a lot of reading the novels. First of all, with my expectations, I thought there wouldn't be much distributions of food. That was my expectation, so I brought a lot of stuff from back there. But when I entered the train, like they started giving us things, so like it was unexpected, and then from certain places they stopped and then they gave us food, so I'm quite happy with that. And then after reaching this quarantine transit, actually I'm also pleased with the people, the way they gave us things. Like I didn't expect much, but the food, everything is quite okay. And then I think it's one of the best place here. Actually, not a big discrimination, but they call us a little bit in a racist way, like Chinese. You're from China, like only those, and then we just leave it aside. There's not much of a problem around my place. Actually, with the situation starting, they started calling us Corona, but back there, our college institution, they took care of us, and then they let us stay in our hostel, and then like that we hardly go out. They have been supporting us through all food necessities, so we don't get those problems. After hearing a lot of things, like people, those who are back here, they have been like looking at us in a little bit different way in this current situation. So like I would also suggest them that we are also doing our best from our part, not letting things go out of hand. So like to let them be a little bit supportive to us, so that we will also be in good hands together with them. Basically, like they said, after 28 days, our quarantine days will be over, so I'll be going back home. And then, actually, I can't wait to meet my parents since it's been a long time away from home. And then I've been quite thinking like I'll be helping them through the garden, and then maybe I'll go out and meet my friends, but still follow the protocols like as necessary. These things keeps on going, and then maybe later I'll just go back for my education again.
I would plan to make a productive and lively one by spending time on reading books, because I love reading. I have a dream to become one of the greatest reader. So I always love reading, and also on top I would also love to write some kind of poems. And apart from that leisure time, I always usually spend doing some kinds of productive things. After my quarantine, if the situation has turned to be as normal as before, then I would go for my exam. I'll go back to Chennai, obviously. In case if the situation keep on in this way, then I would spend my time at home, spending together with my family. And obviously I'll go for some kinds of work, because at this hour we need our labor. We need to put our labor. If not, there is no any kind of business transaction. Therefore, I will go and work in here. If I were tested positive, I would gladly accept the disease, because we don't have any other choice to ignore. Rather, we will stay strong, because we have came to know that there are lots of medical advances that we can be cured 100%. And we are young, we have high immune system. Therefore, there is 100% that we can be cured. Okay, well, we cannot deny the fact, and here is that there is lots of racism and discrimination that we face while we are back at Tirupati, Chennai. The reason that people look down on us is like we have different looks, the complexions that we have and the complexion that we have, or the heights or the living standard are quite different from what we are and what they are. Therefore, there is lots of racism happening here. And also, I would say that we Indians should educate one another. I would encourage my brothers and sisters who are back at there in Chennai or who are on the train traveling right now. I would suggest them to come back home, because as we know that there is no other place safer than the homes where we call as parents' home.
I'm sure we all feel bored because we don't have nothing much to do here. To make this quarantine time more valuable and enjoyable. We play games together with our friends. We sing songs. And what I do is that I make some jokes to make them laugh, not to make sure that they don't feel bored. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't feel scared, neither feel worried because we're taking so much precaution. I just hope that nobody tested positive. In case if I tested positive, I will still be strong. But the thing is that I don't know how people would think about me. For me, I don't feel scared. It's just a normal thing for me. The only thing is that I have to take more precaution for my safety. And even if I tested positive, I'll be as normal as it is. So yeah. Now that I came home, so as long as I stay at home, I spend some quality times with my friends and especially with some children. I would volunteer myself to teach them some lessons. I'll spend most of my time with children, my neighbors' children. That's what I'm planning right now.
Hujikti aisi ngarang lahan egi medical check si loire adu ngasi mukoina egi result pigre adu hujikti aisi haing egi planning di ai haing jaraga eko kunyau rani adu eko kunyau ga eko kunda 28 days si koi ki quarantine days ni adu eko kun village ta quarantine ta batare ai egi planning di haing check ken leire eko si medical check tawdring jadi wakhan si kiba hai yam lei haibadi after treatment da kri result lakira haibasi koi khallaga yam wae haibadi phataba covid-19 sina koi mimyam bu aduga koi si chennai city dagi tholak banina kanana pu bra kanana pu to bra haibasi koi phina khamangam da bagi wakhan yam war leram bani aduga mimyam koi sta tum room ama da tuminai barum ama tum use tuminai atubu after koi treatment da hurga result khambadati kri su warning ai late atum yam harawe haibadi result to the negative na lakpagi raman haisa atum yam nungai haisi tumena haijaning before result di question yam pukning wae haibadi kram tawgira ko haibasi atum wakhanda nungai ba late haibadi foreign result thoba madam da koi cc positive iramate na hairaga atum okhan khallaga nungai te atu after when result out di koi si negative da phambu yam harawe aduga hujidi ai si kichu problem later ro haibaki wakanda yam nungai atuga mi bjo tum free na tum ori saba basi ai gi more confidence tawe.
As of now, I have not solid plan yet, but since I haven't completed my exam, I'm not sure whether it will be written or through online. So I need to prepare some more of my exams, as well as I'm also planning to write the NET exam, so I'll be preparing that. Those who are still left in other cities and other metropolitan cities, I would say that don't be panic. Just stay strong. There will be a lot of challenges, so there are scientists and doctors, they are working for it, so we don't need to be panic. Whatever happens, if we stay strong and if our immune systems are strong with our mentality, then everything will be fine. I would say that. I was not expecting much, but the first people, my roommate, they left, so they told me things were good, everything will be fine. Then I was expecting that the way how she shared, but then when there was no water, I was started feeling scared because the temperature was so high, and then our body becomes dehydrated. So that was what they told me, and then what I experienced was a little different, but then it was okay. There was not that a big discrimination, but of course when we pass by on the roadside and all, I do face some places. There are some people, as soon as they see us, they call us Corona, and then they ran away. Or else, even when they see from their own house or inside the building, as we pass on, they'll just run inside the house as if we're carrying coronavirus and coming. So it was like mentally disturbed actually. But there was not such bullying things or those things I didn't experience. If I were tested positive, I pray and hope that I won't be tested. But if I were tested, I don't have what to say, I don't have that much scare because as I am young and then my immune systems are strong, and most of all the doctors and the scientists are really working for the well-being of those who are tested positive, and I'll really trust them how they work for us to cure or for our betterment. So I don't have that much scare, and I also will say to other people that even if they're tested, they don't need to be very scared. Just be strong mentally and believe the doctors and most of all to the God, so that everything will happen in a good way.
During my 20 days of my quarantine, I'll be like reading some books and writing some articles, and I also wish to like see and learn about how an NGO is registering, because like this is my long dream that I've been wanting to get my own NGO. So we'll try to see what is the best for me. I know I'll not be tested positive, but in case if I were tested positive, I have to accept, because we cannot escape. And even if I'm tested positive, I don't have to get panic, or I don't have to be too scared, because like comparing the immune system, we at a younger age we're higher than the other age group. So like if we're following the protocol safety measures, I think it's a curable disease. I know everyone, those who are stranded outside in the cities, it's not very easy for us to like leave the place where we don't belong. So if we are not having secure jobs and if we are not like well settled, it's a little bit very hard. And those who are stranded outside in the city now, like if they are not having any means to survive, or if they are not having any secure things that can make them live in the city, I wish them to come back as well. But if they think that the place is safety for them, and like of course one way we cannot predict what is going to happen, or we cannot foresee what is next. Yeah, sometimes, but it's not that serious. Sometimes while we are going out or while we are going down the street, sometimes people from each corner, they see, when they see us, like corona, they used to shout, and we can often like see or what they are trying to say, but it's not that much serious in our place.
aina positive oina taramredi ishorna natana ekhoi krista unga lete mana chambiduna doctor khoi nurse oina nungsiduna phajana yengbiredi ishorna chambiredi negative thoramba yai.
Even if I got if I got the result as positive, we all know that life is not eternal. We have our own destiny of our life, and as I get a result as positive, I don't have anything to say, but like it is a God plans. I'll just hand over to what God has planned for me.
As for me, I have so many plans since 1 month will be in the quarantine came. So I have planned to learn some handicraft things like knitting, muffler, cap, all those things. I have planned for that, and learning some sort of vocal part. Like I'm interested in singing, so I'll be focusing on that with my friend to learn some more songs or to learn some instruments. So this is my plan during quarantine. Since my company they gave permission to work from my hometown, so of course during quarantine time I'll be working, but at the same time after the quarantine I'll be working at home. So for me, I don't have other plan to do much. I hope and pray that none of us got positive from our group, and even if I test positive, for me I don't have nothing to be scared about this. And like we are young, we are strong and energetic, we can overcome, and we have belief in our doctors and nurses and all the scientists. They are trying their best to bring some change to cure the disease or to cure this virus from us. For me, I don't have nothing to bother about what people talk about us. Even though we are coming from other state, we have to be strong, we have to be positive. No matter what people talk about us, we have to be strong enough, and we have to fight, and we have to overcome from all those people who are really scared of us and we have to show our strength to them that we are strong enough and we can overcome all kinds of danger, disease or virus from us. Compared to the first group, like after hearing their experiences, I was a little bit expecting that we will be the same treating us. I don't take much about the fooding part. Of course, we cannot expect everything to be perfect. So, like they say that in the first trip there have only 6 members in the cabin. So I was expecting that we will be the same condition. But when it comes to our turn, like we are just normal train service. We are 8 of us in the cabin, full set. At the same time, even after we reach Jiribam, bus facilities. Of course, they provide us bus, but I was expecting like we may get a single seat in a bus, but it turns out to be opposite. We got a full set, 2 person in a seat. So we can say that from our group, if one of us are like tested positive, it's a high possibility that the whole group in the bus can get infected. There is not much discrimination from their part, but as you know, when we walk around, they just stare us and they call us coronavirus. That's the only thing. They don't show any other bad intention towards us. In one way, I realized that they need to educate some more, because they always they always kept us as China, or they always kept us aside from Indian. So of course they know very well about Tamil, what Tamil and what is there in Tamil, but they need to learn more outside geography apart from the Tamil, and they need to be more educated.
सो मैं एक शेफ़ हूँ, तो मैं ऐसा चाहता हूँ कि यहाँ पे सब लोग रह रहे हैं, जैसे कि भाई बहन सब लोग एक साथ में रह रहे हैं. सो अगर मुझे मौका मिलेगा तो मैं उन लोग को भी कुछ बना के खिलाने के लिए सोचता हूँ. अगर मुझे कुछ मिल गया तो मैं उन लोग को बना के खिला सकता हूँ, जैसे कि मसाला वगैरह. तो सबको खुशी रखना चाहता हूँ, सबको अच्छा से रखना चाहता हूँ, और मैं भी अच्छा से रहना चाहता हूँ. 2 दिन पहले हम लोग को टेस्ट किया हुआ है. सो अभी टेस्ट का रिज़ल्ट आया नहीं. अगर बाई चांस पॉजिटिव भी आ गया तो मुझे इतना डर नहीं होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सब लोग डॉक्टर वगैरह है, अच्छा से टेक केयर करेगा, उन लोग देखेगा. आप लोग को हिम्मत रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि बीमारी तो है, बहुत सारे आदमी को भी हुआ है. लेकिन अगर हमको भी हो गया तो हम लोग डरना नहीं चाहिए, हमेशा स्ट्रॉन्ग रहना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी डॉक्टर्स अच्छा से देख रहा है सब लोग को, तो उन लोग के ठीक कर देंगे.
ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯕꯨ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯂꯩꯒꯅꯤ. ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯀꯔꯤꯁꯨ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ.
My